Hello, it's Dee Dee, and today I'm going to be talking about what is it really like to be in the presence of a narcissist. Now, obviously, narcissists are people, so there's no one size fits all. I'm sharing my experience, and some of you, thank you very much, have shared your experiences with me in the comment section, which I greatly appreciate because you know what? You don't know who you could help by just being there and saying, hey, I get it. I've been through it too, and I'm going through it now. And, yeah, I understand what you're experiencing. Sometimes it helps people not feel so alone. And that's so important for people to know that somebody out there really gets it. So let's talk about what is it like to actually be, we'll say, in the living room with a narcissist. At least what was it like for me? So first of all, trying to communicate with somebody that is truly narcissistic can be very, very one way, and very impossible. It can feel very impossible to get communication to be clear with them. The reason for this is they are only observing you in order to figure out how they should react. Therefore, they're never truly responding like you would have a relationship with somebody that was not not narcissistic, and it would be a back and forth, like, oh, how was your day? Good. How was yours? Back and forth banter. With a narcissist, it feels like you're doing most of the sharing, at least in the beginning, and they are observing you because they don't ever really react unless they think their reaction is going to be something that you're going to accept. They're very careful about how they put themselves out there, so to speak. It feels very unrewarding to be in a relationship, especially a conversation with someone that is truly narcissistic. And I'll give you some examples of what I experienced. So when Faith and I would talk online, we would type on Yahoo. That was our social media of choice back then. I don't think we even had chat on YouTube back then. That was a relatively new thing back in like 2017, 2019, I think that came about. I'm almost thinking 17. So we were on Yahoo, and it was just like a text chat. And what would happen is I would text her, and she would say a few words back to me, and then I would text, and then she would wait. There'd be a long pause, and she'd say a few words back. And then I would type up these big, long paragraphs because I felt like, ugh, why is she not reacting? Why is she not answering what I'm saying? You find like they're not connecting with you. I can't describe it. Unless you're in a relationship with somebody like this, you won't get what I'm saying. Trust me, you won't. And the only time she would chime in the text is if I said something that questioned something she did, or said something negative about her, or something that she would perceive might make her look bad. So then she would jump in and say, what do you mean by that, girly? So it would be like, type, 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 type. Wait a minute, why'd you say that? What did you mean by that? Like, very suspicious and very snap right away. But up until that point, it was just little quick answers. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I get it. That makes sense. Just, you don't feel like you're connecting. You feel like they're just talking for the sake of talking so they can say they did their good deed for the day by talking to you. Faith avoided facing me a lot when I was with her, like literally face to face. It was hard to have a conversation with her because even if I was sitting across from her, she'd be looking out to the side. She'd be looking over at her mom. She'd be watching her children. She just did not like eye contact, which makes me sometimes wonder if she might be on the autism spectrum too, but it's not like I could ever test her to know that. But I do know that it felt very cold having to talk to somebody that just really would not look at me. So she would even get up and like do things when I was talking. Like she'd get up and do the laundry, or she'd be cooking while I was talking to her. But she never really, I didn't feel like it felt like she was really paying attention to me. Like really tuned into what I was saying, or really cared about what I was saying for that matter. In fact, a lot of times she acted bored when I tried to get her to listen to me. She would just be like, yeah, I guess, like it was some burden that I wanted to talk to her, even though we were trying to bond to go on a mission trip. It was kind of weird. Um, at one point, she even kind of verified my suspicions that she really wasn't interested in having a relationship with me or in interacting with me as far as friends go, or one-on-one back and forth banter. What told me this was after we had split up and she was being honest with me, she told me that one of my former friends' names was Robin. And she told me that while I was sharing the hurts that Robin had put me through and my tears were coming, she was literally in her head singing, Rockin' Robin, boop, 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 Rockin' Robin, doot, doodly doot, Rockin' Robin. While I'm pouring my heart out, crying, in pain, because of how Robin treated me, she's singing Rockin' Robin in her head. Does that not tell you there was a lack of empathy there? If anything does, that does, I'll tell you. So just remember, when you're trying to talk to somebody that is narcissistic, they will basically placate to you. And they may not even listen to you, or they may listen to you and be singing a song in their head that is just kind of a mockery of your hurt. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? So in our next video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how the narcissists are slanderers. Because if you upset a narcissist and you dare to call them out on their stuff, that is what they're going to be doing. They're going to be slandering you and telling everybody what an awful person you are and how you hurt them and what you did to them that, offended them. Slander. So that's in the next video, but thanks for watching this pretty short video. I'm trying to keep them really brief because I want to get my points across, but I don't want to belabor the points, and I don't want you falling asleep or not caring what I have to say, because it could help somebody you know. It could help you. I don't know. It has helped people. They've come to me and told me, hey, keep talking about it because you're telling our story and you're helping us feel validated, and you're almost vindicating us and giving us ways to look at things that might help us make other decisions. So I'm glad I can help. Anyways, thanks for watching again. I appreciate you. I am Dee Delusion Dispeller. If you want to reach out to me personally, just hit the name delusiondispeller@gmail.com. I'm happy to answer your questions or chat with you. All right. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks again for watching. Oh, and if you're with an unsafe person and even a narcissist, remember, tell a safe person, get out safely, have a plan. Do not do anything abruptly. Do not tell the narcissist you're leaving. Whatever you do, do not tell them. Slip out very quietly. Wait till they're at work or something, and then leave and go to your safe person's house, and then call the police if you have to, if you're in danger. But please do it safely. But don't stay in an abusive relationship if you absolutely do not have to. And I hope you don't have to, because you don't deserve that. Thanks for listening. See you on the next video. Bye-bye.